June blues, yeah, I got the June blues, yeah. Walk around like who you, yeah. It's something you get used to.
Hey guys, I'm Elizabeth and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. I post beauty, fashion, DIYs, lifestyle, and basically everything in between. So make sure you subscribe because I'd love for you to join the family. But if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I missed you and thank you for tuning in on this week's video. So for today's video, I'm showing you guys a bunch of things to do when you're bored and quarantined. And I know with everything surrounding the virus, it has literally affected the world globally, which has caused us to be stuck at home, of course, and quarantined to prevent the virus from spreading and to keep ourselves healthy and safe. And with that, I know things can get really repetitive really quickly and a bunch of y'all are probably stuck at home, bored, and it seems as though there's nothing to do, but that's an illusion because there's a bunch of productive and also not so productive things that you can do when you're bored. But I'm here to tell you that there is hope, you guys, and we will get through this together. And you know, why not use this time to rest, rejuvenate, recenter our focus, and maybe even connect with some old friends or family that you haven't talked to in a while. So now let's go ahead and get started into this video. So the first thing I have on my list is to work out or do at-home drills for a specific sport you're in. So I know on TikTok especially, there is this YouTuber named Chloe Ting, and she has this 2-week ab workout tutorial that a lot of people have been following and they've been seeing really good results. So I mean, YouTube tutorials are really good to use for at-home workouts that you want to do to tone and maintain the muscle that you already have. And if you are doing a sport, I know that a bunch of the practices and games right now are temporarily closed down, but to maintain your agility and speed, there are really good exercises for that. So for example, I'm in volleyball, so one of the things I do every day is get setting and passing reps so that when I do get back, it'll be really helpful. The next thing on my list is that you can transform or alter your clothes that you already have. I actually have a video that I just posted about this, and it's transforming your clothes into DIY brand new Marvel clothing. If you want to see it, I'll link it down below. But basically, if you have any like shirts, hoodies, sweaters that you feel like you want to crop, just go ahead and do it. I mean, now is the time. Next on my list is chores. Now, I know you probably don't want to hear it. Chores are not the funnest thing to do, but when you're done doing them, you literally feel so accomplished and you help out yourself and your family, and you overall just feel a lot better because you have a clean workspace and a clean environment. Along with that, rearranging your room is also another fun thing to do. The interior designer in you will thank you later for the refresh of your space. And I honestly rearrange my room so much, like it's not even funny at this point. So next thing you can do is read a book. This is one of the things that a lot of people don't really have that much time to do, but now that we're all kind of stuck at home, I feel like, you know, this is the perfect time to do it and get away from electronic screens that can over time harm you. So the 7th thing I have on my list to do is take a walk. This is always fun to do, especially if you have a dog, and you could also bring your siblings and your family. So the next few things I'm going to talk about kind of go along with self-care, but you can do a face mask. I feel like these are always so relaxing and you feel like you really did that, you know, you took care of yourself. You can also paint your nails, which is always a fun thing to do. I usually don't get acrylics, but if you want to do fake nails too, I mean, that's always a vibe. 10th thing you can do is binge Netflix, and just movies are really fun to watch in general. The next thing you can do is start a YouTube channel. Honestly, making YouTube videos is so much fun and it's a way to share your passions and creativity with the world, and just using your platform for good to inspire others or just raise awareness to a certain issue. Also, if you're into photography or videography, I feel like it's a great way to sharpen your skills and learn more things, because I feel like every time I edit a video,
I learned something new about my editing software.
And my editing software is Final Cut Pro, in case you guys are wondering. But yeah, if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, let this be your sign, because I feel like it's a great place to be. It's a great community if you're doing it for the right reasons. The next thing you could do is have a photo shoot at home. This is also another great way to get pictures for the gram. Along with social media, you can also learn TikTok dances or start a TikTok account. I actually have one, which shameless self-promo, y'all should follow me. Honestly, it's a lot of fun to learn the dances, so I totally recommend. The 15th thing you can do is do board games. It's a great way to connect with your siblings or family, especially if you're competitive like I. Along with that, you could do literally any TikTok or YouTube challenge. I feel like they're just really funny and interesting to do. Like, I know there's one where everyone wears headphones and then you try to have a conversation while you're playing music really loud, and I don't know why I thought that was so funny, but that's one suggestion you could do. So recently I've been really into listening to podcasts, and this is the next thing that I recommend you guys do. I mean, I always listen to music, but I like to switch between music and podcasts when I'm doing something like cleaning my room, because it's a great way to be productive, gain some new knowledge, and also multitask at the same time. So a few of my favorite podcasts right now have been kind of entrepreneur type stuff, and so those have been Raisin Brand, Call Me Candid, and Pretty Basic. These are all by YouTubers, by the way, and they just give really good advice and always talk about like businessy stuff, which I always find really helpful. So if you do too, I totally recommend those. So the next thing that you can do is FaceTime old friends and family that you haven't seen in a while or just want to reconnect with, and just reach out to to the people that you've been meaning to reach out to. So the next thing that I have on my list is that you can declutter your closet and then with those clothes sell them. I feel like right now during this quarantine, I was gonna try and mix quarantine, there's a great app to do this. By the way, this is not sponsored at all. I just personally use the app as well. It's called DEPOP, and there are also other platforms you can use like Poshmark or eBay, but I feel like DEPOP is the one that I'm most familiar with. But basically you can buy and sell clothing on this app, or basically anything like skincare, makeup, hair products. And I mean, what better time to make some extra money than right now during quarantine? So the next thing I can do during quarantine is learn how to play an instrument. Now I know for me on my vision board, I personally put piano, and I used to play it when I was younger, but I really want to pick it up again. So that's one of my goals for this year, is to learn how to play piano. So the next thing you can do is plan out your week and make a to-do list for everything you have to do. Right now I feel like I'm trying to get my priorities straight and work on myself. So if you make a to-do list of all the things that you need to do and the goals that you want to see done, I feel like it's easy for you to kind of envision what you need to do exactly. Along with that, you can plan different outfit ideas. I don't know if I'm the only one who did this even when I was not stuck at home. And of course I also use Pinterest for inspiration, and also my Instagram saved outfits thing that I named. You can also make new Instagram saved boards, which that's actually not on my list, but now that I think about it, it's kind of smart, kind of genius. Another suggestion I have is to organize or make new playlists on your Spotify or Apple Music. I personally use Spotify. I feel like right now it's a really good time to discover and find new music, because I feel like it's one of those things that we all want to do but we never have time to do. The next thing you can do if you're kind of an artistic kind of person is to follow a Bob Ross tutorial. Now if you don't know who Bob Ross is, he makes basically painting tutorials, and I know that there's a few YouTubers who have done videos where they follow Bob Ross tutorials and even TikToks, and I feel like it's a great way to get your artistic side. The next thing you can do is to straighten, dye, or curl your hair. I feel like now's a really good time to figure out some hairstyles that work best with your hair type. You can also do your makeup and do that one makeup look that you've been wanting to try. I feel like that's a really fun thing to do, and just follow YouTube tutorials or TikTok tutorials. Next thing you can do is watch the sunset and of course take Instagram photos of it. You can also watch sermons or motivational videos. If you know me, you know that I'm all about motivational stuff and pushing yourself to grow and be the best version of yourself that you can be. The next thing you can do is write a bucket list of things that you want to accomplish in your life. This is kind of like a vision board if you guys have made that, except with the vision part, you just kind of write everything down that you want to do in your life. Along with that, you can make a vision or dream board. At the beginning of the year, I actually made a vision board for the year 2020, and if you don't know what that is, it's basically just a big board of pictures of goals that represent things that you want to do in 2020. By making this, and keep in mind this was the first year that I ever made a vision board, it helps me look at my goals in kind of an attainable way because I see them all in one place. So even if you're into making New Year's resolutions, I feel like you'd really like making a vision board. The next thing you can do is memorize memory verses. Now I feel like even memorizing something like a movie script is always fun to do, but it's different when you memorize a memory verse, because I feel like when times are getting tough and you actually need it, which I find just beautiful, is a verse will pop into your head. I feel like it's God's way of reminding us that he is there for us and he always will be there for us. When you memorize a memory verse, not only does it help you sharpen your memory, but you get to learn more about his word and the plan he has for our lives. The next thing you could do is clean your makeup brushes, which as you can see, mine badly needs to be cleaned. So the next item I have on this list is clean your white shoes. Now if you've ever owned a white pair of shoes, or what the heck, right now is a really good time to clean them, because I know during the school year, if you're constantly wearing them, it's hard to find the time to actually sit down and clean them. So I would totally recommend cleaning those Vans, those Converse, whatever white shoe it may be. The next thing you can do is browse Pinterest, kind of like binging Netflix, and add stuff to your board, whether that be like room inspiration, clothing inspiration. Another thing you can do online is go online shopping. Half the time I don't even be buying this stuff, I just put it in my cart. Speaking of online, you could also get ahead in any online schoolwork you're doing. A lot of teachers are most likely posting what they want their students to do in advance for the week, so it's a great way to get ahead or even catch up on some schoolwork or homework. The next thing that you guys can do, if you're kind of a crafty person, you can paint a hydro flask, whether that be like a album art cover, a logo. The next thing you can do is research careers. So right now I'm currently a sophomore in high school, and I feel like it's never too early to start thinking about future career ideas that you want to go into or different colleges that you want to attend. Another thing you can do is plan a future trip, and you can plan down to the plane ticket costs, the food costs, the hotel costs, outfit ideas you want to wear, what you want to do there. And the last thing you can do while stuck at home is start a business. As I mentioned earlier with the selling your clothes on Depop or just selling things in general, that was one of the awesome ways to make money. But I feel like if you're into entrepreneur type things, this is a great way to build your brand and get yourself out there. And right now, I feel like I've been saying this the whole video, but honestly is a great time to do the things that you've always wanted to do and realign yourself with those goals that you've been wanting to focus on. Okay guys, that was my things to do when you're bored during quarantine. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share this video with your friends. If you guys are interested in the more business side type of things, I will have a video correlating to making money very soon. Make sure you guys stay tuned for it. I'm really excited to bring it to you guys because I feel like it would be really helpful. I have some exciting stuff coming up, so make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss it. Also, if you haven't followed me on my social media yet, you should totally do that. I have it linked in the description box, and I feel like that's just a great way for us to stay connected. But yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you in next week's video. Bye guys.